Have you ever considered what small morning routines could be dangerous for your health, especially as the years go by? Today, we will explore the story of Mr. Smith, a 70-year-old man living in a peaceful rural setting, maintaining a lifestyle that, at first glance, seemed healthy. He exercised every day and spent time caring for his garden. However, one splendid morning, he unexpectedly fainted while working in his garden, serving as a regrettable reminder that even the most cautious can fall into hidden traps. In this video, we will share 3 crucial aspects that older adults should avoid upon rising to safeguard their well-being. Rest assured that watching until the end could make a significant difference for you or your loved ones. These small but meaningful adjustments can help prevent serious health risks and ensure a longer, healthier life. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you could give this video a like, as it would allow me to continue sharing teachings for older adults. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this content, comment with a 1, if not, comment with a 0 so I can improve my videos for you. Now, let's get started. Greetings to everyone. Today, we will learn about the story of Mr. Smith, a 70-year-old man residing in a tranquil rural area. Like many other people his age, Mr. Smith cares deeply about his well-being. Every day, he wakes up early to exercise and tend to the small garden behind his house. His family is proud of his healthy lifestyle. However, one beautiful morning, while working in his garden, he unexpectedly fell and lost his life due to a stroke. This narrative invites us to consider that, even with constant care for our health, there are morning practices that can be risky, especially for older adults. That's why in today's video, we want to share 3 actions that older adults should avoid upon rising to safeguard their well-being and prevent undesirable situations. Let's explore and implement these tips to ensure optimal health for ourselves and our loved ones. First, avoid overexerting yourself if you are hungry. It is essential for older adults to remember not to engage in intense activities in the morning while fasting. Upon waking, our bodies are still transitioning from rest to activity, and demanding immediate movement, especially without having breakfast, can lead to unexpected effects. When we are fasting, the body lacks the energy needed to perform intense activities, such as working in the garden, exercising, or lifting heavy objects. This can lead to an increase in heart rate and blood pressure, and in the worst-case scenario, could result in a stroke. This is especially relevant for older adults, whose cardiovascular systems have lost flexibility over time, making them more susceptible to these risks. In the morning, our bodies often release a good amount of adrenaline to activate the nervous and cardiovascular systems, which increases blood pressure. If we exert ourselves too much without having eaten, plaque in the blood vessels can easily rupture, significantly raising the risk of a stroke. Therefore, it is ideal to take a moment to do some gentle warming up and have a light, nutritious breakfast before starting the day. Choose gentle activities like walking or doing Tai Chi. These practices will not only help you stay fit but also protect the health of your cardiovascular system. Number 2, avoid getting up quickly upon waking. Another key aspect is not to rush to stand up immediately after waking. Many people tend to jump out of bed as soon as the alarm goes off to start their day without delay. However, in older adults, this habit can pose various health risks. During sleep, the body remains at rest, heart rate decreases, blood pressure drops, and organs function at a slow pace. Upon waking, the body needs a few moments to readjust these levels. If we get up suddenly, the body may not adapt quickly enough, which could cause dizziness, instability, or even fainting, especially in older adults whose nervous and cardiovascular systems are weakened. Sudden changes in position can cause orthostatic hypotension, leading to confusion, vertigo, and lack of bodily control. Furthermore, if we get up quickly, the spine and joints may not be ready, which can lead to back pain, muscle tension, or even serious spinal injuries. Have you ever considered what small morning routines could be dangerous to your health, especially as the years go by? Today, we will explore the story of Mr. Smith, a 70-year-old man living in a peaceful rural setting, maintaining a lifestyle that, at first glance, seemed healthy. He exercised every day and spent time caring for his garden. However, one splendid morning, he unexpectedly collapsed while working in his garden, serving as a regrettable reminder that even the most cautious can fall into hidden traps. In this video, we will share 3 crucial aspects that older adults should avoid upon waking to safeguard their well-being. Rest assured that watching until the end could make a significant difference for you or your loved ones. These small but meaningful adjustments can help prevent serious health risks and ensure a longer, healthier life. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you could give this video a like, as it would allow me to continue sharing teachings for older adults. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this content, please comment with a 1, if not, comment with a 0 so I can improve my videos for you. Now, let's get started. Greetings to everyone. Today, we will learn about the story of Mr. Smith, a 70-year-old man residing in a quiet rural area. Like many others his age, Mr. Smith cares deeply about his well-being. Every day, he wakes up early to exercise and tend to the small vegetable garden behind his house. His family is proud of his healthy lifestyle. However, one beautiful morning, while working in his garden, he unexpectedly collapsed and lost his life due to a stroke. This narrative invites us to consider that, although we may maintain a constant care for our health, there are morning practices that can be risky, especially for older adults. Therefore, in today's video, we wish to share 3 actions that older adults should avoid upon waking to safeguard their well-being and prevent undesirable situations. We will explore and practice these tips to ensure optimal health for ourselves and our loved ones. First, avoid overexerting yourself if you are hungry. It is essential for older adults to remember not to engage in intense activities in the morning while fasting. Upon waking, our bodies are still in a transition from rest to activity, and demanding immediate movement, especially without having breakfast, can lead to unexpected effects. When we are fasting, the body lacks the energy necessary for intense activities, such as working in the garden, exercising, or lifting heavy objects. This can cause an increase in heart rate and blood pressure and, in the worst-case scenario, could result in a stroke. This is especially relevant for older adults, whose cardiovascular systems have lost flexibility over time, making them more susceptible to these risks. In the morning, our bodies typically release a good amount of adrenaline to activate the nervous and cardiovascular systems, which increases blood pressure. If we overexert ourselves without having eaten, the plaque in the blood vessels can easily rupture, significantly raising the risk of having a stroke. Therefore, the ideal approach is to take a moment for gentle warm-ups and have a light, nutritious breakfast before starting the day. Choose gentle activities like walking or practicing Tai Chi. These practices will not only help you stay fit but will also protect the health of your cardiovascular system. Number 2, avoid getting up quickly upon waking. Another key aspect is not rushing to get up immediately after waking. Many people tend to jump out of bed as soon as the alarm goes off to start the day without delay. However, in older adults, this habit can pose various health risks. During sleep, the body remains at rest, the heart rate slows down, blood pressure drops, and the organs function at a slower pace. Upon waking, the body needs a few moments to readjust these levels. If we suddenly get up, the body may not adapt quickly enough, which could cause dizziness, instability, or even fainting, especially in older adults whose nervous and cardiovascular systems are weakened. Changing position suddenly can cause postural hypotension, leading to confusion, vertigo, and lack of bodily control. Additionally, if we get up too quickly, the spine and joints may not be ready, which can lead to back pain, muscle tension, or even serious spinal injuries. Therefore, upon waking, it is advisable to remain still in bed for about 1 or 2 minutes. Afterward, perform gentle stretches and slowly move your limbs to promote circulation. Once you feel balanced, sit slowly on the edge of the bed for a moment before getting up completely. This procedure will allow your body to adapt gradually, ensuring your safety and reducing the risk of falls or injuries. Number 3, avoid overexerting yourself when using the bathroom. Dear friends, a habit that may seem simple but carries various risks for older adults is overexerting oneself when going to the bathroom, particularly in the morning, right after getting up. Many people experience the urgency to go to the bathroom due to digestion and metabolism that occur overnight. However, overexertion can lead to multiple dangerous consequences. When trying to push, the pressure in the chest increases, decreasing blood flow to the heart, which leads to inadequate blood supply to the brain. The heart may cause a sudden drop in blood pressure and dizziness, which could even lead to fainting in older adults with fragile cardiovascular systems, thereby increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Additionally, overexertion can increase pressure in the blood vessels, especially in the brain and abdominal area. This could cause blood vessels to rupture, leading to serious complications such as hemorrhagic strokes or gastrointestinal issues. So, instead of overexerting yourself, it's important to adopt a comfortable and relaxed position when using the bathroom. Do not rush or force your body to overexert itself during this sensitive moment. If you find it challenging to go to the bathroom, consider modifying your diet by including more fiber and ensuring you drink enough water to improve digestion and elimination. It is essential to refrain from bringing your phone or books to the bathroom to avoid sitting for too long, as this can put unnecessary pressure on the blood vessels in that area. Remember that taking care of your health involves not only avoiding significant actions but also building small daily habits, such as how we use the bathroom. Before we proceed, remember to like if you are enjoying the video, and subscribe to the channel to receive the best tips on attracting abundance and prosperity into your life. Let's move on. From the 3 aspects mentioned, we can observe that daily health care, especially in the mornings, is fundamental for older adults. Habits that may seem insignificant, such as how we move, wake up, or use the bathroom, can have a considerable impact on health. Therefore, it is important to take the time to listen to your body and perform each activity slowly and mindfully to preserve your well-being. Now, let's listen to the article about what is advisable to leave behind as we age so that your heirs have a prosperous future. As one reaches old age, it is crucial not only to focus on financial aspects but also to impart sustainable values that enable descendants to flourish in the long term. Here are 4 essential aspects that older adults should pass on to their heirs to ensure the continued well-being of the family. 1. Transmit high ethical standards. Morality is fundamental to existence. In Vietnamese culture, ethics is seen as an essential pillar for the growth and well-being of families. The proverb, "Nurture virtue for future generations," goes beyond being mere advice. It becomes a guiding principle that has influenced the values and actions of numerous generations. Ethics is not determined solely by worthy acts. It includes the strength of character and how people relate to one another. For older adults, it is essential to serve as a good role model for their heirs by leading a life of honesty, kindness, and community involvement. The behaviors and attitudes of the older generation impact family dynamics, significantly affecting the younger ones. When an older adult in a family engages in immoral behaviors or negative actions, the consequences transcend their person, creating a negative impact on the entire family. Society tends to judge families based on the behavior of past generations, implying that any ethical lapse can lead to unfavorable perceptions of descendants, negatively impacting their personal and professional development opportunities. In contrast, when older adults value moral integrity and establish a legacy of respect and ethics, their heirs tend to benefit from this favorable reputation. This type of inheritance not only generates admiration among family members within the community but also gives the new generations greater opportunities to succeed. The principles taught by the elders guide the behavior of the young, establishing a cycle of virtues that can lead to sustained prosperity. Thus, high ethical standards act as a foundation for personal and family growth, creating an environment where descendants are motivated to seek excellence and contribute constructively to society. By focusing attention on ethical conduct and fostering an image rooted in honesty, elders have the capacity to empower their descendants to thrive, ensuring that the values of sincerity and empathy continue to develop within the family across generations. Ultimately, the inheritance of moral values passed down by elders serves as a beacon of hope guiding future generations toward ethical lives and valuable contributions to their communities. 2. Instructing children in legitimate methods to generate income. While passing down assets and financial resources can undoubtedly provide a level of security for future generations, it is crucial to recognize that this method may not be as lasting or enriching as teaching them to earn money honestly. Simply inheriting wealth can foster a sense of privilege, and without the necessary skills to manage and grow that wealth, descendants may face challenges in preserving their financial stability over time. By focusing on training our children and grandchildren in the values of honest work and entrepreneurship, we are providing them with essential life skills that transcend mere economic transactions. Teaching them about the importance of integrity, dedication, and ethical decision-making fosters a mindset that values effort and tenacity. By understanding how to generate income through their own efforts, they acquire a sense of pride and satisfaction that is difficult to match through inheritance alone. Moreover, instructing young people about various valid methods to generate income, such as starting a small business, engaging in part-time jobs, or initiating their own projects, helps them develop a strong work ethic and resilience. These experiences not only teach them to appreciate money but also equip them to face challenges in a constantly evolving work environment. Promoting innovation and creativity will also give them the confidence to seek new opportunities and adapt to a changing economic landscape. As they progress in their financial journeys, they are likely to encounter obstacles and failures, but by learning to approach these situations with a problem-solving mindset, they can cultivate the resilience needed to achieve success. In addition to economic skills, instructing new generations on budgeting, the importance of saving, and investment strategies will empower them to make sound decisions regarding their financial resources. By learning to manage money effectively, they will have the capacity to build a stable future for themselves, thus reducing the risk of facing economic troubles. 3. Instructing on how to generate income. Having a healthy body is an invaluable gift for the family. Health is not only the most valuable resource for each person, but it also constitutes an essential foundation of joy and well-being for the entire family unit. When an elder is ill, the consequences go beyond their own pain, the entire family is undoubtedly impacted. Family members, particularly children, experience a burden of worry as they need to invest their time, resources, and emotional energy in caring for their sick loved one. This not only affects relationships but can also lead to financial stress as medical expenses increase. Therefore, it is essential that individuals emphasize their health from an early age and adopt and maintain a lifestyle that promotes physical well-being. Taking proactive steps in healthcare is vital, not only for individual longevity and quality of life but also for the well-being of children and future generations. A healthy body allows seniors to enjoy a full and independent life, thus alleviating the responsibility of their relatives. Furthermore, when elders enjoy good health, they become a pillar of inspiration and emotional support for the younger family members. Their energy and strength can motivate the next generation to seek their own well-being and happiness. Engaging in regular physical activity, following a balanced diet, and undergoing periodic medical checkups are not merely acts of self-care, they are gifts for the family that promote a sense of peace and happiness. Ultimately, the commitment to preserving personal health constitutes a legacy of affection that enriches the quality of family life, allowing everyone to share valuable moments together without the shadow of illness and anxiety. 4. Maintaining a healthy body. Filial piety holds a unique significance in Eastern cultures, viewed as the highest manifestation of love and respect within the family. It is not merely an emotional bond, it represents a deep sense of duty, responsibility, and reverence towards parents and ancestors. In essence, filial piety is considered fundamental to being a good child, reflecting the values passed down through generations. When elders actively communicate the virtue of filial piety to their descendants, they create an environment of harmony and closeness at home. The children, in turn, learn to recognize and accept their duties, cultivating a deeper understanding of family relationships and the importance of preserving those bonds. Practicing filial piety involves much more than simply caring for parents during illness. It includes efforts to strengthen family relationships, treating siblings and relatives with consideration, and promoting a culture of respect within the family. The teachings of the older generation about how to honor and value others are crucial for shaping the character and principles of the future generation. This guidance is vital for developing harmonious ties that extend beyond the nuclear family, helping children understand the relevance of compassion, empathy, and mutual support. A balanced family environment not only enhances the lives of its members but also provides children with a firm foundation for their personal development, promoting a sense of stability, tranquility, and well-being. While financial resources can assist a family in times of crisis, they are not sufficient to achieve lasting well-being. Elders must transmit enduring ethical values, wisdom, well-being, and the concept of respect for parents to their heirs. These principles serve as a solid foundation, empowering children to shape their character, nurture meaningful relationships, and build a more promising life for themselves in the future. 5. Abandoning filial respect. Filial devotion is established as a fundamental pillar of family life in Eastern cultures, regarded as the highest virtue and a crucial joy that characterizes the connection between generations. It represents the essence of what it means to be an exemplary child, encompassing a combination of emotional attachment, deep respect, and a sense of duty toward parents and ancestors. This concept transcends mere feelings, serving as a guide for interactions and relationships within the family. When elders actively communicate the principles of filial piety to their descendants, they lay the groundwork for a united and harmonious family dynamic. In doing so, they allow the younger generation to have a clearer understanding of their duties, which strengthens their sense of connection and belonging within the family. Practicing filial piety goes beyond simply caring for parents during times of illness. It also involves nurturing family relationships, being considerate of siblings and relatives, and maintaining respectful interactions at all times. The family network, through the example set by older generations, children learn not only to honor their parents but also to consider others, developing the necessary skills to maintain balanced relationships. The influence of these teachings can transcend the nuclear family, affecting the way children interact with the community as a whole. A balanced family environment provides the perfect space for children to grow and flourish, instilling values of compassion, empathy, and mutual assistance that are fundamental to their holistic development. While financial resources can certainly assist a family in overcoming temporary difficulties, they are not sufficient to achieve sustainable prosperity. For future generations to thrive, it is essential for elders to pass down not only material goods but also ethical values, knowledge, and the principle of filial piety. These essential components serve as a solid foundation upon which children can build their lives, motivating them to develop their character, establish meaningful relationships, and seek more favorable opportunities. By emphasizing the transmission of these fundamental values, families can ensure a legacy that enriches the lives of their descendants, paving the way for a future characterized by peace, stability, and well-being. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, I would appreciate it if you could leave a comment with the number 4 to let me know you are still with me. I greatly appreciate your valuable time. Next topic: why do women begin to emotionally disconnect from their husbands in old age? As we reach old age, many of us start to notice transformations in our lives, especially in our marital relationships. In youth, it's easy to overlook small habits or imperfections in our partners. However, after years of living together, facing challenges and difficult moments, those inconveniences that once seemed insignificant can become sources of frustration and even resentment. Many women, upon reaching 60 years of age, begin to experience a growing disconnection from their husbands. They no longer perceive the same level of attention or willingness to share that they once had. There are moments when they feel they are shouldering the family's responsibilities alone, while their husbands appear detached and indifferent. This generates numerous emotional conflicts, leading them to question whether the transformation comes from themselves or from their partners. As we age, small imperfections become more frustrating. In our youth, we had the capacity to overlook our partner's annoying behaviors, such as forgetting to turn off the lights, leaving things out of place, or not contributing much at home. Back then, we might have considered it no big deal, minor issues that didn't warrant a discussion. Love and patience were still strong, making it easier to ignore our partner's flaws. However, upon reaching 60, both our physical and mental strength are no longer as abundant as they once were. Situations that we could previously tolerate or even overlook now become noticeable and disturbing. A seemingly trivial detail, such as a husband wandering around the house without offering help, can be enough to generate frustration, especially when we are busy taking care of the children and worrying about various household needs while he relaxes watching TV or scrolling through his phone. In that moment, the feeling of injustice becomes clear, establishing a significant gap in the marital relationship. At times, simply the presence of our husbands can make us feel fatigued and reluctant to continue living together. This is common and does not imply that we have changed, but rather that it is the result of years of accumulated emotions and responsibilities. Those small mistakes are no longer easy to overlook, intensifying the pressure in the marriage. The discrepancy between what we expect and what is actually happening leads to disappointment. When we begin our life as a couple, many of us nurture idyllic hopes for the future. We wish for our husbands to share both joys and sorrows, especially in family caregiving during old age. Additionally, we long for the couple to enjoy moments of tranquility together after facing various difficulties, savoring the fruits of a well-lived life. However, reality does not always align with our expectations. Over time, many women begin to notice that their expectations for sharing and receiving support from their husbands are declining. Instead of collaborating on tasks, husbands may become uninterested and less active in household chores or child-rearing while we continue to bear the load of everything from preparing daily meals to caring for grandchildren. This creates a considerable difference between what we expect and what is actually happening in life. This disappointment arises not only from the lack of help from spouses but also from the feeling of abandonment we experience after making so many sacrifices for the family without receiving our partner's support. Over time, this leads to physical and mental weariness, causing the gap between two people to widen as they age. We desire not only material goods but also the company and support of our loved ones. However, when this does not happen, disappointment intensifies, creating a psychological burden that is difficult to bear. Healthy habits and lifestyles that create distance. As we age, health becomes a significant concern for both husband and wife. Surprisingly, unhealthy habits of the husband can cause considerable stress in the family environment. Many men continue to maintain harmful habits such as smoking, drinking alcohol, or leading a sedentary lifestyle, even as their health deteriorates. This not only affects their personal well-being but also has a direct impact on their wives. When spouses smoke excessively, we worry not only about their health but also have to deal with secondhand smoke, which is just as harmful as smoking directly. Every time the husband gets sick, we have to take care of everything, even though this should be a time for both to support each other. When a husband neglects his health and continues to lead an irresponsible life, feelings of frustration and resentment slowly build up in the wife. Before we continue, remember to like if you're enjoying the video and subscribe to the channel for the best tips on attracting abundance and prosperity into your life. Let's move forward. Moreover, daily routines create greater separation between them. A husband may spend long periods in front of the television or browsing his phone without engaging in any family activities, while the wife handles all the tasks, from maintaining a clean home to caring for children and grandchildren. This causes the wife to feel like she is living a solitary life, even with her husband by her side. Additionally, health issues like loud snoring, persistent coughing, or lack of personal hygiene can also be bothersome for the wife. They not only disrupt rest and daily routines but also create discomfort and distance when sharing the same environment. This further exacerbates the disconnect between the couple, causing the wife to perceive her husband as a burden rather than a partner to face challenges with. These inconveniences and lifestyles not only impact physical health but also widen the emotional gap between husband and wife, complicating marital life in old age. Dear friends, as we progress through life, the connection between spouses ceases to be solely about love, as it was in the past. It becomes about understanding, sharing experiences, and mutual companionship. Transformations in health, lifestyles, and the discrepancy between expectations and reality can lead to separation. However, couples must pay attention, show empathy, and care for each other. Life is a constant ebb and flow, and to maintain happiness, it is essential to learn to adapt, accept, and appreciate every moment we share. As we conclude our discussion today, let's take a moment to reflect on the valuable lessons we've learned about aging, interconnection, and the transformative impact of kindness. Each of us lives life in a unique way, and it's important to recognize that these experiences shape us and influence how we connect with others. Today we have explored not only the challenges of aging but also the extraordinary opportunities for growth, connection, and affection that each year brings us. Whether it's nurturing bonds, embracing new experiences, or seeking ways to support one another, there is so much we can learn from each other. So, what lessons have you drawn from today's video? I would love for you to share an important concept that impacted you and that you plan to implement in your daily routine. Your reflections and experiences can be a source of inspiration for others, so I invite you to leave your comments below. If you found this video enlightening or motivating, I encourage you to like it and share it with friends and family who might benefit from this message. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating talks and tips on how to live a fulfilling life, regardless of how old you are. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and hope to see you in the next video.